cleaning up after Thanksgiving. As I'm sure most of you all, it is Monday, and the kids went back on the school bus at 7:30 this morning. I was so excited. I love having them home, but I also love putting the house back together after they've been home for a week. And a weekend, a week plus a weekend. 2 weekends in a week. It's been a long time. So I think they don't agree, but they were ready to see other people and their friends and get back into routine. And I was definitely ready for them to get back into a routine and just get the house back in order. You know, after the Thanksgiving chaos, we got everything out for Christmas, and then Luke's birthday, and there's been a lot going on, and then hunting, so we have extra laundry with all the hunting clothes, and Mama just needed to put things back in order. So that's what I've been working on today. But I needed to go out to the shop to put some things up in the freezer, and while I was in there, I thought y'all might be interested in seeing what the meat that comes back from the processor when we get the deer looks like. I grew up in the city, and I did not grow up eating venison. So when I got married to Grant, and I had a lot of learning to do, and part of it came with cooking the venison, but also like getting it back from the processor and what that looks like, and all those kind of things I had never experienced before. Actually, when we were first married, he processed his own meat, and so that was definitely a messy experience. I was so thankful when it went to a processor and it came all packaged up. So anyway, I thought I'd show you what that looks like. You can go back and look at that. I was setting up the nativity on the corner, and the guys came home while I was doing it, and in the back of their four-wheeler you could see all the deer, their legs sticking up when they brought them home. The processor was full this weekend, so they had to wait to take the deer over there. But they got 3 deer this weekend. And then during the week, Jack got a buck, and then last weekend they got 2. So they got plenty of meat, and 2 of the deer will go to Mama and Papa, and they'll eat that this year. And then 4 of them will come here, since we have 6 in our family. And that will last us pretty much the entire year. So we won't have to buy any ground meat unless we just want to, for hamburgers or something like that. But that goes in like our chilies and taco meat, spaghetti, basically anything that calls for ground meat or ground beef, I put ground venison in instead. It doesn't have as much fat in it, which is good for health, but also can affect taste a little bit. So if you are new to eating ground venison, a lot of times we'll ask the processor to put like 10% ground beef into our venison, and that just helps with adjusting to taste. And also it helps it have just a little bit of fat in it. So that's just something that we do in a preference that's helped with cooking ground venison. So if this is your first time around and you have found yourself a hunter or become one yourself, that's just a little tip, because eating it is extremely healthy, but you have to adjust your taste buds too if you're not used to growing up eating it. That's the conversation I had last night with my sister-in-law, who was gifted some venison from her parents. So I was explaining that you might add a little beef to it just to help adjust the taste buds of her and her kids. So anyway. All right, well, let's go in and look at the freezer, and I can show you what it looks like when it comes back. All right, the shop is super messy. It seems to be we have like 1,000 projects going on at all times and just not enough time to pick it all up. So anyway, it's in here. Okay, so the regular processor that we go to gives us bags like this. So this is what they look like when they come back. It just says ground wild game, not for sale, so you can't sell them. But this is what it looks like. It's 1 pound bags. Generally, sometimes there's like 1.5 pounds in there, but usually about 1 pound. And then, let's see. I didn't know he did this. So this is a deer tender. It's a steak, and look what's on there. If you can read it, it says Jack's name. So he put it in there under Jack's name. That's pretty cool. And Bontrager's is the name of the processing plant that we use. So if you're up here in Northeast Oklahoma, they're out of Shoto. They do a really great job. And they are not hurting for business apparently, because they were full after last weekend and we had to stall. Thankfully it was cold enough that we could keep the deer from going bad, but we had to stall and wait until they had some open spots for the 3 new deer. So Papa went and took them this morning so they can get processed. But Bontrager, so it's Bontragers processing. So if you're looking for a place in Northeast Oklahoma out of Shoto, that's a great place. But you can probably also look online. We ended up using another place down near Muskogee for the deer that came in the middle of the week, and it was okay. Just not our preferred place to go. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright, so this is what they look like. They just come in big bags. And I think this is the one from the middle of the week. So, pretty standard packaging. See, this one looks a little bit bigger. Sometimes, yeah. If you can look at them side by side, this one's a little bigger. They're not, so they don't all come back extremely uniform. So you kind of just have to use your best judgment when you're cooking. Tomatoes, we can use those. So you just have to use your best judgment. They're about a pound to a pound and a half usually. So, okay. The other thing that I came in here for was, let's see if I can find it, the seed box. I'm so excited. Okay, so today is Cyber Monday. As most of y'all are probably on your computers today and already know. But we got a box in from Johnny's seed company, and this little tiny box is our whole flower farm, which is crazy to me. But seeds don't take up as much space. So I'm going to take this in and start unboxing them so I can see exactly what we ended up with, and then I'll share what we got. And then I need to start organizing by like when, shut the door, when I need to plant each one of them, and how many I got, and plan for successions, and that kind of things, and do I need to plant them straight in the field, or am I going to sow them under lights and then plant out in the field? So I got some organization to do. So let's open the box and see what we got, and then we can go from there and make a plan. Okay, so I was sitting here at the table and looking at some of these books that I've been reading and studying. So if you're wanting to get into flower farming or just a garden and grow your own cut flowers, these are some of the books that have been recommended to me, and I thought I would pass them along. I happen to have a gardening library next door at the Oak Grove. Mama has had a garden forever, and it's gorgeous. And anyway, she has quite the library of books. So when I started saying that I wanted to get some of the books, she was like, I already have them. I'll let you use them. So anyway, definitely the most well-known books are Floret. So there's the Cut Flower Garden by Floret, and A Year of Flowers by Floret. So I've been reading those lately, and a little overwhelmed by the amount of not focal flowers, that tend to be what we think of when we grow flowers, but the supporting things and the structural things that go into a bouquet, not just the focal flowers. So thinking about needing to plant all of those so that we can make gorgeous bouquets for everyone. And then also a really good book I've been reading is Cool Flowers by Lisa Mason Ziegler. Cool Flowers. And her book is like, how do I say it without using that term? The textbook, I'll use that word. The textbook for growing cut flowers with hardy annuals. So, which we missed the window for, because you plant them in the fall, most of them, and then they grow their roots down before winter comes, and then they go dormant and then come back to life in early spring, and they have great root system, and they flower earlier and have blooms in the spring and all those things. So that is her instruction manual, basically. She also has a website and a workshop that you can take, and so I've been following her online too. So she has great information, but we did miss the window when we officially decided to do this. It was already too late in the fall. So for us, our first blooms will probably be late spring. We're probably not going to get the early fall or early spring blooms, and so that's a bummer. We could have done the bulbs, tulips and ranunculus, those kind of things, but we don't, I think for starting, we don't have the market to sell them. And so I think we're going to just start with the late spring into summer and grow our market, and let people just know that we're here and available to come and shop or make your own or just experience the flower meadow. And then once word of mouth starts getting out there, then it'll be the perfect time for next fall for us to do the hardy annuals in the fall. So that is the plan, and I'm excited about it. Okay, let's open the box and get some scissors. One day we'll get around to finishing our kitchen too. Again, with all the projects, we still need to put tile on our backsplash, but we'll get to it one day. Winter is coming. Okay, I can't open the box with my hand, so hold on. Okay, so it says on here, Johnny C. Yay, I'm so excited. Look at all of them. Okay, so they come looking like this. They had pictures online, so when you ordered them, you knew what you got. But here we don't really know. So, okay, let's see what we got here. So these are zinnias. We got the giant lime, Oklahoma pink. They're supposed to be really good in Oklahoma because that's what they're named after. We have, let's see, celosia and straw flower. We got Oklahoma white zinnia. We have larkspur. And this is where I'm going to have to, okay, it has, oh, it's backwards. Okay, it is a butterfly bush, so, but it doesn't say butterfly bush on there. It's Apollo orange, so it's orange, and it's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then amaranth, which is really a really pretty filler. It's amaranth, and this one is velvet curtains. And then we have gomphrena, status, marigold, and these are supposed to be like really tall bouquet type marigolds, not your marigolds that you have in your garden. So that's what that is. And oh, hot biscuit. So hot biscuit amaranth looks great in fall foliage. So think about, it's kind of a, sorry, kind of a burnt orange color, and will be beautiful with like, going into Thanksgiving next year. This is the ticket for sure. All the fall colors. Echinacea, straw flowers, gomphrena, celosia, different kind, ami. And then let's see, in this lot we got the Oklahoma carmine zinnia, because that's fun. Delphinium, sunflower. Okay, so this one is a white light pro cut sunflower, and it's supposed to not have the pollen. So when you make a bouquet out of it, the pollen doesn't get all over you or your house or your car when you take it home. So that is a plus. So that is a pro cut sunflower. And then we got mountain mist, more straw flower, celosia, echinacea, Dusty Miller. This one, it's kind of like a white filler. Kind of reminds me of lamb's ear, I don't know. Delphinium, verbena, bonariensis. That is Luke's favorite. He learned how to say it last year at Mama's house, and he would go around just saying it, acting all like scientific. This is verbena, but bonariensis. So I had to get that for him, of course. Larkspur, snapdragon, cosmos, more zinnias, snapdragons. So all kinds of fun stuff. I'm excited. So now I gotta take this big old pile of seeds and organize it somehow, and then make a list of when to plant or start the seed. And then because it is officially Cyber Monday, this would be a great day to go ahead and order like the heating pads and the shelves to start the seeds. And I already bought the lights and then the seed start trays. So those are on my list of things to go ahead and order. And since it's Cyber Monday, there's probably not going to be a better day. So I need to get on the computer and start doing that. So I'm looking at the bird feeder. There's cardinals. So one more thing we need to do before I sign off for the day, this is probably going to be a short one, but is to go and let the chicks out and give them some scratch. So I thought I would take you along for that and say hello to Cookie, of course. And this weekend, besides hunting, Grant did get a little pen set up for the chicks. So we put all of the chicks now are all out of their breeders, and they are in the coop, and they're doing really well. Stormy, our rooster, has gone to shepherding them. It's actually pretty sweet when you watch it. Like, he kind of shows them what to do, and he picks up little food for them and shows it to them, and then they eat. And we have several that just kind of follow him around like, okay, teach me, teach me. And so they just kind of follow him around everywhere they go. The two older hens, they're not as much of a fan of all the babies, but one of them doesn't care, and then the other kind of just pecks at them. But the rooster actually takes care of the babies pretty well, so it's really kind of sweet. He's a sweet rooster. He doesn't attack us when we get out there or anything like that, and so he's really good to have around the kids. He is a silky Polish mix, I believe, and so he does really well with them. So he's a keeper for now. We probably will have 2 roosters eventually, because they said about 10 hens per rooster, and we have more than that. So hopefully we'll get to keep him, and then maybe one of these little ones will end up being a rooster, and we can keep them, especially if it's like one of the Easter eggers or something like that. That's really pretty. So that's our little hope there. If any of them turn out to be roosters, maybe it will be one that we want to keep. But let's go out there and look at the pen, and then I will show you. We'll get some scratch and feed them. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Basically, he put railroad ties down. It's about 16 feet long, and then some wire that we already had surrounding it, and then I guess sometime last night they added this little piece on top. I guess they were starting to fly or something, so he added that. So this is temporary, but for now it just kind of keeps them in this little area, so that's good, especially with the chicks and everything. All right, let's release everybody. Y'all ready to go play? You ready to have some outdoor time? Go play? I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. Alright, let's go. Come on, girls. And Stormy. Come on. Come on. Yay! There you go, Lola. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's Pigeon. They're so excited to be out. Look at all of them. There's Luna and Lightning. Lightning's the boss of the whole crew. I know it. You already found some grass. All kinds of stuff. You want some scratch? Alright. Alright, girls. Here you go. It's windy today, isn't it? Yeah? Come on. Oh, there you go. Look at you. Y'all doing good this morning. So let's see how many. I guess they're all out here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19. Is that right? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Either 18 or 19. The little ones keep moving. So let's just double check that we got everyone out. Ah, there's the extras. Okay, we didn't get everybody. This is the chicks. They don't always use their ramp, so they're not proficient at it going up and down the ramp. So sometimes if they're inside, they stay inside, and if they're outside, then they stay outside and they can't get in. So I think we have at least 3 more in the coop. We need to get out. All right, so I think if I can just get them up there. Ah, we got 4. Hey, girls. I know it. Let's get you up the ramp. Can we get you up the ramp? I know, girls, you're a little scared, don't you? If we get up the ramp, then y'all can go outside. Are y'all like, ooh, finally we get the food all to ourselves? Yeah? Well, let's see. I know. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Oh, good job. All right, y'all are over here now. Let's just get up the ramp. Up the ramp. Good job. All right, come on. Up. Almost. Up the ramp. There you go. One more. We're going down the other side. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. There you go. All right. So, I think they all made it down. So now it's up to them. So if they decide they want to go back in, they can. They're not locked out, but at least they know that the door is open and that they can, if they want to, come out to the yard. Hey, Cookie! Hey, Cookie! You ready for a pumpkin? Let's see. Let's see. You ready? Let's see if I can break it. That did nothing. Absolutely nothing. I know. There it is. What is it? What is it? Did I bring you a pumpkin? Cookie's like one of the sweetest pigs. She will eat your jeans. Alright, let's. I know this would give her entertainment or she would become bored. So I finally got the pumpkin smashed open. It took both hands and a rock, but we got it smashed open and she went to town, so Cookie is having a great treat. Pigs love pumpkins apparently. She is a show pig, so I'm not really sure how much pumpkin I should be giving her. Probably none at all, but she does love it, and it gives her something to do during the day while Savannah's at school. So anyway, alright, well I'm going to head inside and work on getting this video ready for tonight. But hopefully all of you had a great weekend after Thanksgiving and got some shopping done. And I would love to hear what was the best thing you bought. What's the best deal you found? Whether it was Black Friday or Cyber Monday. What's the #1 thing on your Christmas list that you're buying for people? If you are a guy in our family, tell me what you want, because if not, Grant's #1 thing to buy people is flashlights. So you're either getting a flashlight or a tape measure. Those are his go-to options for the guys in our family. And they all seem excited every year, so maybe it is the thing to have. I don't know. Anyway, well, hopefully y'all go do something you love, and I'm going to go take care of our house so that we can do something we love later. Sometimes it's like that. Anyway, y'all take care. God bless.